Hello, before we get into this, I just want to say that I started this video with really high hopes that my 2003 350Z was going to start after replacing the cam position sensors, but I soon realized that there was a whole bunch of oil in my spark plugs, which led to me spending like $700 and would have been more without a business account. And depending on where you are, she can get really expensive, so I definitely prefer to get my stuff off of like Rock Auto or Zero Motorsports just to get like more bang for my buck, you know? But I have no good parts stores near me, so I had to go to my local O'Reilly's. And also with being on this time crunch, I left halfway through this video to go see family. So one of my friends, Caden, had to pretty much finish the video for me and put everything back together. So huge shout out to him. I would not be going to Spirit Peaks today if it wasn't because of him. But yeah, so if you're here to kind of get some more insight on your 350Z, if it's not starting good or not starting at all, then definitely stay tuned. I go over some good like tips and advice to like what to check, but I'll put some stuff in the description. And yeah, let's get right into this. Thank you for watching. Please don't mind the way I look right now. I woke up not even 30 minutes ago and this is the first thing I'm doing. I'm really hungry, but the Z needs to get fixed, so I'm kind of guessing where the sensors are just because it's really hard to see on the back end loader, because like I sit on my engine and then like look back there hoping that I'm looking at the right things. The slab and the Z. Okay, I'm gonna try to show you guys where I think they are. That is one of them on the passenger side, and then the other one, I believe, is right there. I think. Okay, yeah, let's try to get this started. Got them off Rock Auto. Get the Hitachi ones. And they look different from each other. One is straight like this and the other one looks like an L. So yeah, I also got new headlights from Amazon. Hopefully they're not bad, but it's really hard to see in this thing, so I'm gonna figure out how to take this off. I realized that there's a bolt missing right there, so it makes it really loose. Or I think that's what the reason is, but it also makes my fender move. I also don't know if that's the reason why, but yeah. So everything's kind of wonky in here. And then this also is not down all the way. I'm kind of just exposing this car right now. It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get started with the sensors. I feel a little bit defeated. I got it out. I still need to take the actual sensor off, but you just push this down. I'm having a bit of a challenge getting this out, but I'll figure it out. Okay, so I was about to accept defeat again, but I have this, and so I can't really show you guys the sensor. Okay, maybe I'll try. Okay, so as you can see, this is where it went. This is the like sensor holder thingy, whatever the fuck. But it's really hard to kind of play around with it, so there's not much movement. And depending on how much space you have in your engine bay, it's really hard to fit your hands down here. But I have small hands, so I make work with this little area I got right here. But yeah, so I used one side to push on that green part you saw that needs to be pushed down, and then I use this for the top of it, and I just like, you know, clamped it together, so I was able to pretty much go like this, but with the pliers, you know. Now for the fun part, putting everything back together. Out with the old and in with the new. Sorry, my hair is in the way. Is this how like little rats feel when they like make homes in people's engine bays? Okay, I'm gonna get to work. Hopefully the putting everything back together process is easier than the taking apart, because it normally is. Well, as expected, nothing ever goes as planned. This is what it sounds like. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. One of my friends is gonna come over and help with the Z, so I'm gonna go get a Starbucks right now. But he has an OBD2 scanner, so I'm hoping we can try and read some codes and see if something else is off. But yeah, I'm about to crash out. So everything's kind of going to shit, but at least I know what the issue is now, or I'm hoping I know what it is. I'm getting no spark. I don't know if you can see this, but there's oil fucking everywhere. I'm gonna get ran over. But yeah, so I'm gonna replace the coil packs, all of them. Or maybe not all of them, because this one is fine. Where'd the other one go? Anywho, but it's like $400 and something to buy 6 of them. So that's fun. It's the next morning. I'm gonna take off all the coil packs and check my spark plugs. And also, a lot of my friends have been saying this, that I need to replace my actual like valve cover. You can't replace just the seals like these. You have to replace like the entire thing, and that alone for one is like $200, and that's crazy. So I'm not doing that, and I don't think it's really needed, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna get started. Side note, apparently this is a whole nother like fuse box, and I watched a video yesterday. Apparently there's a relay that I need to check and replace. You know, maybe it has something to do with my car not starting, but there's already so many other things. Yesterday we read the codes again, and there's one about fuel. I don't remember exactly what it was, but something about a sensor. And so I think I might ask one of my friends that works at O'Reilly's if I can borrow their wire ohm like thing, whatever the fuck it is. Sorry, I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, because I really don't, but I'm gonna figure this out. So I'm gonna check that out after I'm done with this, and then eventually the fuel pump. I'll show you guys. I had already started taking it apart, and then I fucking hate Z's. Oh my god. Anyway, but yeah, so this is the fuel pump, or where the fuel pump is located. If you didn't know, now you know. But yeah, figuring this shit out together, I guess. Oh my ass. Okay, I got all the coil packs off. Trying to do the spark plug. I don't really know how loose they need to be. I also don't know if I'm actually loosening it right now. Wish me luck I don't break it. It doesn't feel like it's loosening. Uh-oh. Chat, my tool stuck. Oh fuck. So the tool is still stuck. I don't know what to do, so I'm asking one of my friends to come over. Quite scared. And it's starting to rain. Oh my gosh. It's not raining anymore, and we literally put this up. But we're gonna replace the valve cover gasket. But I got 6 new coil packs. I forgot to get spark plugs, but we'll have to go back. It was like, oh my god. It was like 460, I think. And then I used a business account, and it went down to like 280. So saved hella money with that. But we're gonna get started, and hopefully all goes as planned. But I don't think it'll be too hard, because the only thing that's really difficult is just like moving all of this shit out of the way and getting all these hoses off. But yeah, if you can't tell, spark plug was literally covered in oil, but literally taking the socket out, it was dripping oil everywhere. It's oil all over my bumper, and there's oil all here too. But yeah, at least we know, and I'm hoping that it'll start after we replace this. So yeah, let's get into it. So a little bit of bad news. I have to leave to go see family, and I won't be back until the 28th, and the drift event is on the 29th. So my friend that was helping me take all this stuff out, I was like, I'll give you $100 if you come back while I'm not here and fucking finish it, you know? Like, get this shit ready and started. And if it doesn't start after putting all the new coil packs in and like with the valve covers on and all that, then I might cry. I told him that it would be very much appreciated if he could record some videos, even just like simply just recording things like this and just the progress of it going on the car, you know? Yeah, so I guess the next clip will hopefully be him doing that.
It's been a couple days, but we got the valve covers off. We had to wait for the new ones. Already got all the hoses and everything switched over from the old ones. We'll throw them in. Both the valve covers are bolted in. Just working on getting this wiring harness hooked up and the vacuum lines. Then I'll get started on the intake manifold. Go from there. Things going good though. Alrighty. Got the lower plenum on. Got everything plugged in for the most part. And then I throw in the ignition coils and the spark plugs because it's a little tricky to get in this tight area. So yeah, I'm just gonna work on getting the upper part of the plenum on, and then almost done after that. Yeah, just like that, guys. She's all together. Got everything plugged in, mounted. I did have some problems. It didn't want to start. The battery was dead, so I charged that. Still wouldn't start, but I was looking around and I found this ground wire. It was broken, so I rewired it, got it plugged back in, and she fired right up. So yeah, let's start her up. Gotta find the keys. There we go.